In this video edition of the Bug Out Bronco series, we're going to take a look at a toolkit from the folks at High Lift Jack, the handle log. Coming up on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So, first of all, I got to say this Bug Out Bronco project, at least the Bronco part of it, is wearing me out. The folks at High Lift Jack, one of the top name in off-road jacks, were kind enough to send me not only one of their jacks a long time ago, but also this handle log toolkit that they have. And I've been trying to get to doing these videos, and I keep winding up doing repair videos. You know, had to fix the wheel bearings, had to fix the brakes, just had to replace the power window regulator on the driver's side so the window would roll up and down. But this handle log is a really cool kit. It's got several things in it. So without much further rambling, let's just take a look at it. So it's got a nice bag it comes in. You open up it's inside, and there's a lot of tools in here. And this thing probably weighs, gosh, it weighs at least 20-25 pounds. But it's a very compact package, and what it has in it, it's got a two-piece telescoping handle. Let me just back out of the way here where you can see. Handle. It has an axe head that goes on that. Has a sledgehammer head, a pick-matic head, and a shovel. Now, these are all tools that you may need if you're stuck off-road. I gotta say, as a Boy Scout and somebody who does a lot of tour reviews, I'm curious to see how well this stuff is going to work as far as holding up, because it's anyway, we'll leave it at that. I'm curious to check it out, and we're gonna test each one of these tools out. So let's take you down. I can't call it a stump top because it's just a log laid on the ground, but there is a log over here that's been down, and it's pretty solid. So let's try out the axe first and see what happens. Okay, so we've got here, for instance, you might have a log across the road or something here. So I can say this thing is definitely not Wetterling sharp, but it's not what it's really designed for. So let's just give it a shot. I'm a little skeptical because this modular design thing here typically is not going to be your strongest option, but we'll try and see. You ain't going to do your hand sliding thing either because the pin's in the way. So it's going to be more of a utility use axe. You just need to chop something out of the way. But this is pretty hard wood, and it's actually doing a pretty decent job. Okay, so would I rather have a real axe? Of course. But will this get the job done? I think so. Again, this is not a camp axe, okay? This is for, emergency type use when you just gotta chop something out of the way. And again, the benefit is that it gives you kind of like a gigantic 25-pound multi-tool to use. But surprisingly, it did a pretty good job of chopping. That's some pretty thick, dense wood over there, and it held up and didn't break, didn't bend anything, so pretty impressed with that. Let's try something else. Next, we got the, I call it a matic, pick, whatever. Let's see how well it digs. Okay, so that seems pretty handy if you're in rocky, got to dig something rocky or trench out. This thing's a really handy tool to have. Sometimes a lot easier to use than a shovel. So, but speaking of shovels, it's kind of a little shorter than a regular shovel, which is actually probably can come in handy. But I like the fact that the lips turn it this way so they don't drag. You got smooth here, it doesn't drag on the ground if you're digging. I hate the ones that turn around the other way because they just provide extra friction with no benefit. Just a little detail about shovels. A lot of rocks in here, but that's why the mattock comes in handy. But the shovel does fine. It's hammer time. I just always want to say that on video. Okay, so we're over here at the log I almost chopped through. See if we can break it through with the sledgehammer. Okay. Okay. Well, if nothing else, that proved that not only is the hammer tough, so is that log we were chopping on. So there you go. That's the handle all from the folks at High Lift Jack Company. I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised. Honestly, I was very skeptical about this toolkit. I mean, it looked like it's very well made, but anytime you have these pieces that put together to more than one piece, they just seem a lot, probably not quite as hardy as a task-specific tool. And they're probably not. I mean, you probably could carry a shovel and an axe and a mattock and a sledgehammer, and it would be a little better than all these components. But what you can't do is you can't get all those in this little bag right here. So it's going to take up a lot more room in your vehicle. And typically a lot of off-road vehicles are, space is a premium anyway. You don't have a lot of room in some of them. Again, I was pleasantly surprised, and I think it'd be a great addition to any off-road vehicle because it's got all the majors covered. I would also probably add some kind of saw with it if it were me. But I hope this has been helpful. Once again, thanks to the folks at High Lift for sending me this so I could show it to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. I put out a new video every Friday, every Saturday, usually on Sunday or some other time during the week. At least 2, sometimes more during the week. So if you subscribe, you get notified when all those videos come out, and I really appreciate it. Also, thank you so much for your support by doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. There'll be links to these items below, and you can always just go to survivalonpurpose.com/Amazon. Takes you straight to Amazon. You shop just like normal, costs you nothing extra, but it helps support the channel, and I really appreciate it. Also, I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks lately because I spend a lot of time in my truck. If you're familiar with Zig Ziglar, who I really like, he calls it the Auto University, which means you can just learn things while you're driving instead of listening to music or a few minutes of traffic. Anyway, if that interests you, you can also support the channel at no cost to you by checking out the free 1-month trial for Audible. You get to download a free audiobook. If you like it, stick around. If you don't, cancel it. It still gives you the opportunity to support the channel with no cost to you, and I really appreciate it. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. Tell me it ain't solid wood. Whew. Is my face red?